Chosen ones, tonight, as the cosmic clock strikes a frequency not felt on this planet for thousands of years, something ancient and profoundly powerful is beginning. Between this moment, on December 8th, 2025, and the final energetic pulse on December 10th, a gateway is being thrown open. This is not just a portal of light, it is a divine intervention, a final cosmic summons for the chosen ones who are destined to lead humanity into the new dawn. You may have felt it already, a strange restlessness in your soul, a feeling that the very air you breathe is charged with an unseen electricity. You might have dismissed it as stress, as a bad night's sleep, or as just another wave of global anxiety. But I am here to tell you, with every fiber of my being, that what you are feeling is a divine alert. Your higher self, the eternal, all-knowing part of your consciousness, is desperately, urgently trying to get your attention. It knows that this 72-hour window is the final opportunity to prepare you for a mandatory timeline shift, a quantum leap into a reality so different, so elevated, that the life you are living now will seem like a distant, faded dream. Many will sleep through this call. They will remain tethered to the dense, chaotic frequencies of the old 3D Earth, but not you. The very fact that you are hearing these words, that your soul guided you to this specific message at this exact time, is proof that you are one of the designated lightworkers. You are a star seed, a soul who volunteered for this exact moment in history. If you feel even a flicker of recognition in your spirit, like you are remembering a long-forgotten truth, I need you to signal your readiness to the universe. Like this video right now to declare that you are awake and you are listening. Subscribe to Power Inside You, because over the next few days, our guidance will be critical for your transition, and to fully anchor your intention and activate the codes within this transmission. Go to the comments right now and type the number 1111 to confirm that you accept the call from your higher self. Do not wait. This is your first act of conscious alignment. This is not a time for fear, it is a time for understanding. For years the mystics, the shamans, and the ancient prophecies have spoken of this great awakening. They warned of a time when the veil between worlds would thin to the point of transparency, a time when humanity would be forced to choose between two very different paths, one of ascension and one of repetition. That time is now. The planetary alignments forming between December 8th and 10th are creating a harmonic resonance, a cosmic chord that is literally shaking loose the foundations of the old matrix. This is why you are seeing so much chaos in the world. The old structures, the old beliefs, the old limitations are crumbling because their low-frequency vibration cannot survive in the incoming 5D energy. Your higher self is not trying to scare you. It is trying to save you. It is attempting to unplug you from the dying matrix and guide you onto the crystalline grid of the new earth. It is sending you a series of rare, shocking spiritual signs, a divine language designed to bypass your logical mind and speak directly to your soul. In this critical transmission today, we will decode the 11 primary signs that you are in the final stages of this timeline shift preparation. Recognizing these signs is not just interesting, it is essential for your survival and your mission. Ignoring them, or mistaking them for illness or insanity, could leave you stranded between timelines, caught in a loop of confusion and karmic debt. Pay close attention, take a deep breath, let us begin the awakening. The first shocking sign your higher self is desperately trying to reach you is what I call the auditory activation of the sacred echo. You might be experiencing this right now. It manifests as a high-pitched ringing in one or both ears. It's not the dull ring of tinnitus, it's a pure crystalline frequency, almost like a tuning fork, vibrating at the edge of your hearing. It can come and go in an instant, often appearing during moments of quiet contemplation or right before you fall asleep. The logical mind will rush to find a medical explanation, but your soul knows the truth. This is not a malfunction of your ears. It is a recalibration of your entire energetic body. Your higher self is broadcasting pure light codes, packets of divine information directly into your pineal gland and your dormant DNA strands. This high-pitched frequency is the carrier wave for the schematics of your new reality. It is literally upgrading your physical and etheric bodies to be able to withstand the higher vibrational state of the timeline you are about to enter. When you hear this sound, do not panic. Do not be annoyed. Recognize it for the gift that it is. Close your eyes, place a hand over your heart, and whisper, either out loud or in your mind, "I am open. I am receiving the frequency of my highest timeline. I accept this activation with gratitude." By doing this, you consciously assist the download process, making it faster, smoother, and more integrated. This is your higher self, tuning your instrument, ensuring you are in perfect pitch for the cosmic symphony that is about to begin. The second profound sign is the dream portal override. Your sleep is no longer just for rest. It has become a training ground, a celestial classroom. You are having dreams that are more vivid, more lucid, and more emotionally impactful than anything you have ever experienced. You may be dreaming of flying, of breathing underwater, or of visiting worlds with two suns in the sky. You might be meeting with loved ones who have passed on, not in a sad, grief-stricken way, but in a joyful reunion where they share wisdom and guidance. Alternatively, your dreams might be intensely challenging. You could be reliving moments from your past, but this time you react differently, with courage and wisdom you didn't have before. You might find yourself in symbolic scenarios, facing down shadowy figures or navigating complex mazes. Understand this, these are not random neural firings. Your higher self is using the dream state, where your ego's defenses are down, to run powerful simulations. It is showing you your limitless potential, reminding you that the laws of physics are fluid. It is helping you clear ancestral karma and resolve past life traumas by allowing you to rewrite old stories. It is preparing your consciousness to exist in a multi-dimensional reality. When you wake from these dreams, you may feel exhausted, as if you have run a marathon. You might also feel an unexplainable sense of peace or a new clarity about a problem you've been facing. The most important thing you can do is to keep a dream journal by your bed. The moment you wake, before you even move, write down everything you can remember, the colors, the feelings, the symbols, the words spoken. This practice anchors the lessons from the dream portal into your conscious reality, integrating the wisdom your higher self is so desperately trying to give you. If you have experienced either of these first two signs, the ringing in your ears or the profound dream shifts, I need you to confirm your activation. Go to the comments right now and type, "I am receiving the call." This isn't just for me, it's a declaration to your own soul that you are listening. The third rare sign that a massive timeline shift is imminent is the sudden and unexplainable purge of old connections. This can be one of the most confusing and painful signs, but it is absolutely necessary. You may suddenly find that friendships you have cherished for years now feel draining and hollow. Conversations that once felt engaging now feel superficial and pointless. You might feel a profound urge to be alone, to retreat from social gatherings that you used to enjoy. This isn't you being antisocial, it is a non-negotiable vibrational realignment. As your personal frequency rises in preparation for the new timeline, you are becoming incompatible with the lower frequency energies of certain people, places, and situations. Think of it like a radio. You are tuning your dial to 105.5 FM, the frequency of 5D consciousness. You can no longer hear the broadcast from 87.9 FM, the station of 3D drama, gossip, and victimhood. The static is too great. This purge can manifest in dramatic ways. A best friend might suddenly pick a fight over nothing and disappear from your life. A job you once loved might suddenly become unbearable. You might feel a deep, soul-level rejection of the city you live in. Your higher self is not punishing you, it is protecting you. It is clearing your energetic field of all anchors that could hold you back from making the leap. It knows that you cannot carry the baggage of these old, dense connections into the higher dimensions. It requires you to travel light. The key is to not resist this process. Do not chase after people who are walking away. Do not cling to situations that are crumbling. Instead, practice the art of divine detachment. Bless them, thank them for the lessons and the role they played in your journey, and release them with love. Your solitude is not an emptiness. It is a sacred space being cleared for the new soul family, the new opportunities, and the new places that are vibrating in harmony with the magnificent new you that is being born. Trust that your higher self is making room for miracles. The fourth sign is deeply physical, a process I call the cellular light body flush. Your body is not just a vessel, it is a biological supercomputer undergoing a massive operating system upgrade. This can manifest as a series of strange and often uncomfortable physical symptoms that doctors cannot explain. You might experience sudden waves of extreme fatigue that feel bone deep, forcing you to rest at odd hours. This is not laziness. It is your body demanding all available energy to integrate the intense light code downloads. You might have unexplained aches and pains that move around your body, particularly in your joints, your back, and your neck. This is the energy of old traumas and stuck emotions being literally shaken loose from your cellular memory. You might also experience heart palpitations or a fluttering in your chest, which can be frightening. While you should always consult a medical professional, if all tests come back normal, understand that this is your heart chakra expanding and activating, preparing you to hold and transmit a much higher frequency of unconditional love. You may also experience digestive issues, changes in appetite, or a sudden intolerance for dense foods like processed sugars, heavy meats, and alcohol. This is your body rejecting anything that lowers its vibration. It is intuitively craving high frequency, living foods, fruits, vegetables, pure water, that support the construction of your crystalline light body. The message from your higher self is clear: treat your body like the sacred temple it is. During this 72-hour portal, it is more crucial than ever. Rest when you are tired. Hydrate constantly. Stretch your body. Spend time in nature to help ground these intense energies. This is not a sickness, it is an ascension. You are not falling apart. You are being reborn in a new, more resilient, and more radiant physical form. The fifth powerful sign your higher self is screaming for your attention is a profound disconnection from mass media and mainstream narratives. You may find that you can no longer watch the news. It's not just that it's negative, it feels physically repulsive. The fear, the division, and the endless loops of crisis feel like a violent assault on your increasingly sensitive energy field. TV shows, movies, and even music that you once enjoyed may now feel jarring, empty, or manipulative. You can feel the hidden agendas, the subliminal messages, the low-frequency programming designed to keep humanity in a state of anxiety and powerlessness. This is a clear sign that your consciousness is decoupling from the 3D matrix. You are beginning to see through the illusion, the grand stage play designed to distract you from your true divine power. Your higher self is guiding you to turn off the noise so you can finally hear its subtle whispers. It is encouraging you to unplug from the collective fear grid and to plug into the organic, divine intelligence of the earth and the cosmos. You may feel an insatiable hunger for truth, for knowledge that nourishes your soul, ancient history, quantum physics, esoteric wisdom, sacred geometry. You are no longer satisfied with the pre-packaged answers of the matrix. You are seeking direct experiential knowing. This is a vital stage of your awakening. It is the moment you reclaim your sovereignty, the moment you stop allowing external sources to define your reality. This disconnection is not a sign of apathy, it is an act of spiritual rebellion. You are consciously choosing to starve the old paradigm of your attention, which is your most precious currency. You are creating the sacred silence necessary to receive the blueprint for the new world your higher self is trying to show you. Embrace this sacred turning inward. It is where you will find the clarity and strength needed for the journey ahead. The sixth, and perhaps one of the most persistent and startling signs that you are being directly contacted, is the sudden appearance of what I call the cosmic breadcrumb trail of synchronicity. This is the universe's language of numbers, and your higher self is using it to leave you a trail of divine breadcrumbs, guiding you step by step toward the entry point of your new timeline. You have undoubtedly been experiencing this. You glance at the clock and it reads 11:11. You pause a video and the timestamp is 22:22. You're driving behind a car with a license plate that reads 333, and then you get a receipt for a purchase that totals $3.33. The rational mind, the part of you still programmed by the old matrix, will desperately try to dismiss this as coincidence, as a trick of the mind called the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, where once you notice something, you start seeing it everywhere. But your soul, the ancient wise part of you, feels the jolt of electricity with each occurrence. It feels the profound significance. It knows this is not a coincidence. It is a communication. It is a targeted, intelligent, and loving message system. Understand that numbers are not just symbols for quantity. They are containers of specific vibrational frequencies. Each number sequence carries a unique energetic signature, a packet of information from the higher realms. Your higher self, along with your spirit guides and angelic team, are embedding these codes into the very fabric of your reality. They are using the digital clocks, the license plates, the addresses, and the timestamps of your world as a celestial billboard to get messages through the density of the 3D world. They know that this specific portal between December 8th and 10th is a numerical gateway, a point where the vibrational mathematics of the cosmos align to allow for this great shift, and they are preparing you by attuning your consciousness to their divine frequency language. Let us decode some of the most common master codes you are being shown. When you see 11:11 or sequences of the number 1, this is the primary activation code. It is the universe shouting, "Wake up, a gateway is opening." Your thoughts are manifesting instantly, so focus your intention on what you desire, not what you fear. 11:11 is a direct line to your higher self, a confirmation that you are in perfect alignment with your soul's path at that very moment. It is a cosmic green light, urging you to move forward with courage. When you see it, take a deep breath and make a powerful wish, for you are standing in a portal of instant creation. When you are being shown 222, this is the code of faith and trust. It is a gentle, reassuring message from your guides that you are exactly where you need to be. It appears when you are beginning to doubt your path, when you are feeling anxious about the future. 222 is a reminder to release control, to have faith in the divine unfolding, and to know that your prayers have been heard and are in the process of being answered. It is the universe telling you to trust the process, for everything is working out for your highest good. The appearance of 333 is a powerful sign that the ascended masters, beings like Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin, and Saint Germain, are surrounding you with their love, protection, and guidance. This is the number of divine creativity, communication, and spiritual trinity. When you see 333, know that your spiritual gifts are coming online. You are being encouraged to speak your truth, to use your voice, and to share your unique light with the world. It is a validation that your spiritual teachers are with you, amplifying your energy and assisting you in your divine mission. The codes continue to deepen. When you are being bombarded by the number 444, this is the frequency of the angelic realm. This is a direct message from the archangels that you are completely surrounded, protected, and supported by legions of angels. It is the number of stability, solid foundations, and divine protection. It often appears when you are going through immense challenges or feeling vulnerable. 444 is a powerful sign that you are safe, that you can release all fear, because an invisible army of light is shielding you from all harm. It is their way of telling you, we are here, you are not alone, lean on us. And then there is 555, the ultimate code of massive, imminent change. If you are seeing 555, hold on, because a major life transformation is upon you. This is the universe giving you a heads up that the old is about to fall away to make room for the new. This change might feel chaotic or destabilizing at first, but 555 is a promise from your higher self that this transformation is divinely guided and is leading you toward your soul's true purpose and freedom. It is the chrysalis phase, the moment before you emerge as the butterfly. Do not resist the changes that are coming. Embrace them, for they are the very mechanism of your timeline shift. Each time you see one of these number sequences, it is not a passive event, it is an interactive one. Stop for a moment, place your hand on your heart, thank your higher self and your guides for the message. Feel the specific frequency of that number in your being. You are not just seeing the signs, you are actively co-creating with them, weaving yourself into the higher frequency reality they are pointing you towards. If you have been seeing these number codes, if this cosmic breadcrumb trail has been appearing in your life with increasing frequency, the activation is already in progress. To amplify its power and consciously accept this divine guidance, go to the comments right now and type "the codes are active in my life." You are signaling to the universe that you are not only seeing the map, but you are ready to follow it. The seventh sign is one of the most viscerally real and can be deeply unsettling if you do not understand what is happening. It is the spontaneous emotional alchemy and the great shadow purge. This is where your higher self initiates a deep, cellular level cleansing of all suppressed emotional energy you have carried, not just from this lifetime, but from countless past incarnations and from your ancestral lineage. This manifests as sudden, intense, and often unprovoked waves of emotion. You could be driving your car or washing dishes, and suddenly you are overwhelmed by a deep, gut-wrenching sob that seems to come from the very core of the earth. Tears will stream down your face, but you won't be crying about anything specific in your current life. You are not sad, you are releasing. This is the grief of your ancestors, the sorrow of a past life trauma, the pain of 1,000 heartbreaks being purged from your energy field in a single cathartic release. Your higher self is flushing the dense, heavy poison of old pain from your system, because such low frequencies cannot and will not be carried into the 5D timeline. In the same way, you might be in a perfectly ordinary moment and suddenly be flooded with a wave of ecstatic bliss, a joy so profound and causeless that you feel your heart might burst with love for everything and everyone. This is not mania. This is your soul's true native frequency, the frequency of unconditional love and divine joy, flooding into the spaces that have been cleared of the old pain. You are getting a taste, a preview, of what it feels like to live permanently in the higher vibrational state of your new reality. This process also involves a confrontation with your shadow self. The shadow self is the collection of all the parts of yourself that you have judged, repressed, and disowned. Your anger, your jealousy, your fear, your insecurities. As the light of your consciousness intensifies in preparation for this shift, it illuminates these dark corners of your psyche. You may find yourself becoming uncharacteristically irritable, angry, or judgmental. You might have thoughts and feelings that shock and shame you. Your higher self is not doing this to torment you. It is bringing these hidden aspects into the light for one reason: integration. You cannot enter a state of wholeness by pretending these parts of you don't exist. The ascension process requires you to embrace and love all of yourself, not just the parts that you deem spiritual or good. When these shadow aspects emerge, the old 3D programming is to judge them, suppress them, or project them onto others. Your higher self is urging you to take a new approach. When a wave of anger arises, do not suppress it, acknowledge it. Say, "I see you, anger. I know you are a part of me that is trying to protect me. Thank you. I love you. You are safe to be released now." By meeting your shadow with compassion instead of judgment, you perform a sacred act of emotional alchemy. You transmute the dense lead of your old wounds into the radiant gold of self-love and wisdom. This is one of the most challenging but most crucial stages of preparation. It is the ultimate spiritual initiation. Your higher self is testing your capacity for unconditional love, starting with the one person you have to spend eternity with, yourself. Passing this test is a non-negotiable prerequisite for entry into the new timeline. It ensures that you will not repeat the same dramas and conflicts in the pristine new reality you are about to inherit. This is not for everyone. It's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a members-only deep briefing called Chosen Ones. Warning: 12/12 Supermoon Portal. December 2025. Final massive opportunity for Chosen Ones. Ignore this video and regret for years. In that video I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade. The 8th rare sign is a complete rewiring of your physical sensory apparatus. A phenomenon I call the heightening of physical senses and peripheral third eye activation. The veil between the worlds is not just a metaphor. It is a perceptual filter that is being dissolved. And this is having a direct effect on your 5 senses and activating a 6th. You may notice that your sense of taste has become incredibly refined. Foods you once tolerated now taste overwhelmingly artificial, full of chemicals. You can taste the difference between organic and non-organic produce. At the same time, a simple piece of fruit might explode with a symphony of flavor so intense it feels like a spiritual experience. Your sense of smell is also becoming hypersensitive. You can smell perfumes and chemical cleaners from far away, and they may feel irritating or even nauseating. Conversely, the scent of rain on dry earth, of a flower, or of a forest may transport you into a state of deep peace and connection. Your body is rejecting the synthetic and craving the organic. Your hearing is becoming more acute. Loud, chaotic environments like shopping malls or crowded bars may feel like a physical assault. The cacophony of energies is overwhelming to your newly sensitized system. You begin to crave silence, or the subtle healing frequencies of nature, the sound of wind in the trees, bird song, the rhythm of ocean waves. This is your higher self guiding you away from low vibrational environments and toward places that will support your energetic recalibration. Most profoundly, your sense of sight is changing. This is not about your physical eyes, but about the awakening of your third eye, your pineal gland. You may start seeing things in your peripheral vision: a fleeting shadow, a quick flicker of light, a human-like shape that vanishes when you turn to look directly at it. You are not imagining things. You are beginning to perceive beings and energies that exist in the dimensions just beyond the normal spectrum of human sight. Your spirit guides, angelic assistants, or elementals. You may begin to see sparkles or tiny pinpricks of colored light floating in the air, often blue, white, or gold. These are particles of pure pranic energy, the life force of the universe, which was previously invisible to you. You might also start to see a faint, shimmering aura of energy around plants, animals, and people. This is the first stage of developing etheric sight. The world is literally beginning to look different to you because you are different. Your entire being is becoming a more sensitive, refined instrument of perception. Your higher self is upgrading your biological hardware so you can navigate a multi-dimensional reality. It is removing the perceptual filters that have kept you locked in a purely physical, material world and allowing you to see the vibrant, living, intelligent matrix of energy that underlies all of creation. Do not be afraid of these new perceptions. They are your birthright. They are proof that you are shedding the limitations of the old human template and stepping into your galactic heritage. If you are experiencing this sensory upgrade, if the world is becoming more vibrant, more intense, and a little bit stranger, then your awakening is accelerating. Affirm this incredible process by going to the comments and declaring, "My perception is expanding beyond the veil." This is you telling your soul that you are ready to see the truth. The ninth shocking sign that you are on the cusp of a complete timeline shift is the systematic collapse of linear time and the emergence of the eternal now. This is one of the most disorienting yet liberating signs of all. You begin to experience a profound distortion in your perception of time. On one hand, time feels like it is accelerating at an impossible rate. A week flashes by in what feels like 2 or 3 days. You find yourself saying, "Wasn't it just Monday?" on a Friday afternoon. Months and seasons blend into one another, and you have a nagging feeling that you are on a cosmic high-speed train, hurtling toward an unknown destination. This is not a product of a busy life or getting older. You are literally experiencing a speeding up of the base frequency of the planet, the Schumann resonance. As Earth's vibration rises, our perception of time, which is tethered to that frequency, begins to accelerate. On the other hand, alongside this acceleration, you experience moments of profound timelessness. You might be absorbed in a creative project, walking in nature, or having a deep conversation, and hours will pass in what feels like mere minutes. The clock becomes irrelevant. Conversely, you can experience a moment of profound presence where a single second seems to stretch into an eternity, filled with an infinite amount of detail, beauty and awareness. These are moments when you have momentarily stepped out of the river of linear time and into the ocean of the eternal now. This temporal distortion is a clear sign your consciousness is beginning to detach from the 3D matrix's most fundamental operating system. The illusion of linear time, the past, present, future construct, is a tool used to keep humanity trapped in cycles of regret, the past and anxiety, the future, preventing us from accessing our true power, which exists only in the present moment. Your higher self is deprogramming you from this illusion. As this happens, you will experience an increase in what the Matrix calls coincidence, but what is in fact divine synchronicity operating outside of time. You will think of a song, and it will immediately play on the radio. You will have a question pop into your mind, and the answer will appear in the next article you read or the next conversation you overhear. You will feel a sudden urge to reach out to a friend you haven't spoken to in years, only to have them call or text you in that exact moment. This is not a coincidence. This is a symptom of you beginning to operate on a quantum level. In the quantum field, there is no separation between thought and reality, and there is no delay caused by linear time. You are beginning to understand that you can access any point in time. You can send healing to your past self, and you can receive wisdom from your future self. Your higher self is training you to become a master of time, to no longer be its victim. It is preparing you for a reality where your point of power is always now. And from that single point, you can create your desired reality instantly, without the frustrating delays of the old, slow 3D world. Embracing this temporal fluidity is key. When you feel time speeding up, don't panic. Ground yourself in the present moment. When you think of someone, act on the impulse and reach out. You are learning to surf the cosmic waves of divine timing, and your higher self is the master instructor, showing you how to ride these waves all the way through the gateway of December 8th to 10th, and onto the shores of your magnificent new life. We have journeyed through the 9 foundational signs, the sacred architecture of your grand awakening. We have decoded the auditory activations, the dream portal overrides, the purging of old connections, and the cellular light body flush. We have explored the divine breadcrumb trail of synchronicity, the great shadow purge, the heightening of your senses, and the very collapse of linear time itself. Each of these signs is a monumental step in your spiritual evolution, a critical marker on your path. But now, as we approach the very precipice of this cosmic gateway of December 8th through the 10th, we arrive at the final 2 signs. These are not merely indicators, they are the final initiations, the ultimate tests of your readiness to completely abandon the old world and step fully embodied into the crystalline frequencies of the new earth. These last 2 signs are the most profound, the most challenging to the lingering remnants of the ego mind, because they represent the complete and total demolition of the foundational pillars upon which the entire 3D matrix was built. They are the signs that you are not just preparing to shift, but that the shift is already in its final, irreversible stages within your very being. What you are about to hear will either resonate with you as the deepest truth you have ever known, or it will be rejected by the mind as impossible. There is no middle ground. This is the final sorting. Listen with your soul, for your higher self is now speaking not in whispers, but in a clear, resonant tone that cannot be ignored. The 10th powerful sign, a sign that signifies your irrevocable departure from the old paradigm, is what I call the cosmic hunger for the real and the violent rejection of the artificial. This goes far beyond a simple desire for a healthier lifestyle. This is a deep primal soul-level command for authenticity in every single facet of your existence. It is a non-negotiable demand from your ascending consciousness. The artificial, the synthetic, the imitation, these are the building blocks of the 3D matrix. The matrix thrives on keeping you energetically sedated and disconnected through the consumption of artificiality. Your higher self knows this, and it is initiating a full-scale rebellion from within. It begins with your food. We spoke of changes in appetite, but this is a quantum leap beyond that. You begin to feel the life force, the pranic energy, in what you consume. A processed meal, once a source of comfort, now feels like ingesting pure static, leaving you feeling heavy, drained and disconnected. You can taste the energetic death in it. Conversely, a sun-ripened organic fruit, a vegetable fresh from the earth, feels like a direct transfusion of light, of pure consciousness. You are not just eating food, you are communing with the life force of Gaia. You may develop a sudden and intense desire to grow your own food, to put your hands in the soil, to co-create with the intelligence of the earth. This is not a hobby. It is your soul's desperate attempt to reconnect with the organic grid of the planet, to anchor yourself in its rising frequency, and to reject the synthetic food chain that is designed to keep you tethered to the lower dimensions. This cosmic hunger extends to the information you consume. You no longer have any tolerance for superficiality. Mainstream news is physically repulsive, but now even the surface-level spiritual content, the feel-good quotes, the recycled platitudes, feels hollow and unsatisfying. Your soul is starving for gnosis, for direct, experiential knowing. You feel an insatiable pull toward ancient texts, toward the raw, untranslated wisdom of the ages. You are drawn to quantum mechanics, sacred geometry, the law of one, subjects that challenge the very foundations of consensus reality. Your higher self is pushing you to bypass the middlemen, the gurus, the institutions, and to seek a direct connection with source intelligence. You are being guided to learn from the greatest teachers of all, the silence of your own heart, the wisdom of nature, and the subtle transmissions from the cosmos. This hunger purges your physical environment. You may look around your home and suddenly feel suffocated by your possessions. The clutter, the things you bought out of boredom or social pressure, the fast fashion, the plastic trinkets, they all begin to feel like anchors, each one a little hook from the matrix embedded in your energy field. A powerful, unstoppable urge to declutter, to simplify, to purge everything that does not feel essential and resonant with your soul's true frequency, takes over. You are not just cleaning your house, you are clearing your timeline. You are releasing the dense weight of materialism that was designed to convince you that your worth is external. Your higher self is showing you that true abundance is not in what you have, but in the freedom of being. And most profoundly, this hunger for the real transforms your relationships. Your tolerance for inauthentic social interaction drops to absolute zero. Small talk becomes a form of torture. You can no longer endure conversations that skim the surface of life. You can feel the energetic drain of being around people who are wearing masks, who are playing roles, who are disconnected from their own hearts. You may feel a deep sense of loneliness, even when surrounded by people, because you are craving a level of connection that the old world rarely offers, a true soul-to-soul communion. Your higher self is not making you antisocial. It is making you vibrationally discerning. It is forcing you to withdraw your energy from all connections that are not based on raw honesty, mutual respect, and authentic love. It is creating a sacred vacuum, a space in your life that can only be filled by the members of your true soul family, the other awakened beings who are vibrating at your new frequency. This entire process, this great purge of the artificial, is your higher self's final clearing of the deck. It is a fierce and loving act of liberation. It is you at a soul level, declaring to the universe, I am done with the illusion. I am ready for the truth. I am ready for the real. If this deep, unyielding hunger for authenticity, for truth, for the real, has become the driving force in your life, then you are in the final stages of this great shift. You are shedding the synthetic skin of the matrix. To affirm this sacred choice and accelerate the purge, go to the comments right now and declare with power, I choose the real. This is your decree of spiritual sovereignty. Now, we arrive at the 11th and final sign. This is the culmination of all the others. This is the sign that you are not just at the door of the new timeline, but that you have already begun to step through it. It is the most reality-shattering, ego-dissolving experience a human can have. It is the systematic dissolution of the separate self and the direct, spontaneous experience of unity consciousness. The entire 3D matrix, every system of control, every ounce of fear, is built upon one single foundational lie: the illusion of separation, the belief that you are a separate, isolated individual, locked inside a body, disconnected from others, from nature, and from God. This is the core program. The 11th sign is the complete and utter annihilation of this program. It does not come as an intellectual concept or a spiritual belief. It comes as a direct, irrefutable, lived experience. It can happen in the most ordinary of moments. You might be looking at a tree, and suddenly the boundary between you and the tree dissolves. You can feel the life force flowing up from its roots. You can feel the sunlight on its leaves, as if they were your own skin. You are not you looking at a tree. You are the universe experiencing itself as both the observer and the observed. The sense of me vanishes, replaced by a profound, blissful and terrifying sense of we or I am. You might be looking into the eyes of your pet, or even a stranger on the street, and suddenly you are them. You feel their joy, their pain, their history, as if it were your own. The illusion of two separate beings is shattered, and you are left with the raw, naked truth of one single consciousness looking out through two sets of eyes. This dissolution of the ego manifests as a complete reordering of your life's purpose. The ambitions that once drove you, the desire for a better job title, a bigger house, more money, social recognition, they don't just fade, they become utterly and completely meaningless. You look back at the person who was chasing those things, and you feel a tender compassion for them, as if you were looking at a child playing a game they believed was real. This is not depression or apathy. It is the ultimate liberation. The only desire that remains is a pure, unadorned impulse to be of service, to create beauty, to alleviate suffering, to love, and to simply be a conduit for the divine intelligence that is flowing through you. Your personal will begins to merge with divine will. You stop trying to control your life, and you begin to allow life to live through you. You become a dancer in the grand cosmic symphony, moving in perfect harmony with a rhythm you cannot hear with your ears, but can feel in every cell of your being. This can trigger a profound identity crisis. If I am not my name, my job, my history, my personality, then who am I? This question is the final gateway. Your higher self is not giving you an answer. It is inviting you to live in the mystery. It is showing you that you are not a noun, but a verb. You are not a thing, you are a process. You are the infinite formless awareness in which the entire universe arises and subsides. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing. Chosen Ones, Deck 12/12. Rare Moon Portal is 2025's last and biggest gateway. No second chances after this. Act now or regret forever. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait. This is the state of 5D consciousness. It is not a place you go to. It is a state of being. You realize you already are. In this state there is no fear, because you know you are eternal life itself. There is no lack, because you know you are the source of all abundance. There is no loneliness, because you have directly experienced that you are connected to everything and everyone. Your higher self is giving you these fleeting, spontaneous glimpses of your true nature as a final preparation. It is acclimating your nervous system and your consciousness to be able to hold this frequency permanently. Each time one of these experiences of oneness occurs, your energetic signature is permanently upgraded. A little more of the old ego structure dissolves, and a little more of your true divine self anchors into your physical form. This is the ultimate meaning of ascension. It is not about leaving the body. It is about bringing heaven fully into the body. It is the final alchemical marriage of spirit and matter. When these moments of dissolution occur, the key is surrender. Do not fight it. The ego will panic, for it perceives this as its own death. Reassure it. Tell it that it is not dying, but is being invited to take its rightful place as a servant of the heart, not the master of your life. Breathe through the experience. Let go of the need to understand it with your mind. Just be with it. This is your higher self's final graduation gift. A direct taste of the freedom and peace that awaits you on the other side of the December 10th gateway. You are remembering who you are. These 11 signs, from the ringing in your ears to the complete dissolution of the self, are not a random checklist of weird symptoms. They are a coherent, divinely orchestrated, step-by-step activation sequence. It is a sacred and logical progression designed by your own higher self to carefully and safely disengage you from a dying reality and plug you into a nascent, vibrant, high-frequency one. It begins with subtle energetic recalibrations, the ringing, the dreams, then moves to a physical and emotional purge, the light body flush, the emotional alchemy, the rejection of the artificial. Then it upgrades your perceptual tools, the heightened senses, the synchronicities, deconstructs your foundational concepts of reality, the collapse of time, and culminates in the ultimate experiential realization of your true nature, unity consciousness. It is the most intelligent, loving, and profound process you will ever go through. You were chosen for this. Your soul signed up for this cosmic mission before you ever took your first breath in this body. You knew the challenges, you knew the confusion, you knew the isolation you would feel, but you also knew of your own strength, your own resilience, and the unwavering support you would have from the unseen realms. You are not going crazy. You are not broken. You are waking up, and you are doing it perfectly. The chaos you see in the world is the death rattle of the old matrix. It is loud, it is frightening, and it is desperate, because it knows its time is over. Its fuel is your fear and your attention. Your higher self, through these 11 signs, is guiding you to withdraw your energy from that collapsing structure and to invest it fully in the construction of the new earth, which is not a place to be built in the future, but a reality to be anchored through your own transformed consciousness. Right here, right now. You are the gateway. Your heart is the portal. This cosmic alignment between December 8th and 10th is not something happening to you. It is something happening for you and through you. It is the cosmic tailwind your soul has been waiting for. The final push that will make your personal timeline shift an irreversible reality. The only question that remains is, will you consciously and courageously walk through that door? The choice, as always, is yours. You have arrived at the final threshold. The knowledge of the 11 signs is now anchored within your consciousness. You have felt the sacred echo in your ears. You have journeyed through the dream portals. You have witnessed the sacred purge of all that was synthetic and false within your life. You have seen the cosmic breadcrumbs of 1111. You have felt the raw power of the great shadow purge, and you have tasted the sublime bliss of unity consciousness. You are no longer the same being who began this journey. The codes have been received, the activations have been initiated, and the truth of your divine mission is no longer a distant hope, but a roaring fire in your soul. At the end of our last transmission, A choice was presented to you. A choice to consciously and courageously walk through the final gateway of this December 8th to 10th portal. But now you must understand a deeper truth. This is not a single choice made once, but a continuous series of choices made in every single moment from now until the portal closes. It is a choice you make with every breath, every thought, every word, and every action. You are not waiting for a door to open. You are the one who is turning the handle with every conscious decision to align with your higher self. The universe has done its part. The planetary alignments are holding the door open, flooding this planet with a tidal wave of gamma photon light, not seen here since the golden ages of Lemuria and Atlantis. Your higher self has done its part, delivering the 11 signs as a sacred map to guide you to this exact point in space and time. Now everything comes down to you. The next 72 hours are the most critical period of your entire incarnation. This is the final exam. This is the moment where you must put all of this sacred knowledge into practice. What you do now, how you manage your energy, how you direct your focus, how you command your reality, will determine the trajectory of your soul for the next 1,000 years. What follows is not just advice. It is a sacred protocol, a series of divine mandates for the chosen ones to execute during this window. This is the practical application of your power. This is how you secure your new life timeline. The first divine mandate is radical physical and energetic sovereignty. Your physical body is the anchor for your consciousness in this dimension. During this intense energetic influx, your body is the sacred vessel that must be stabilized, purified, and prepared to house a fifth-dimensional soul. If the anchor is weak, the ship of your consciousness can be tossed about in the chaotic waves of the collapsing matrix. Therefore, your first priority is to treat your body not as a convenience, but as the most advanced piece of divine biotechnology in the universe. First, hydration becomes a non-negotiable spiritual practice. You must flood your system with the purest water you can find. This is not just about quenching thirst, it is about providing the crystalline liquid medium through which these new light codes can be effectively transmitted and integrated into your cellular structure. If you can, add a pinch of natural sea salt or a squeeze of lemon to your water to structure it, turning it into a liquid crystal that can hold a higher frequency. Understand that you are literally flushing out the dense carbon-based programming of the old world and paving the way for your crystalline light body to fully anchor. Second, you must practice a digital and media fast. Unplug from the matrix. Turn off the news, disengage from social media feeds that are filled with fear and division, and silence the noise of the outside world. The matrix control system is fighting for its life, and its primary weapons are frequency broadcasts through your screens, designed to create anxiety, confusion, and doubt. Engaging with these frequencies during this portal is the equivalent of trying to meditate in the middle of a war zone. You must create a sacred container of silence around yourself, a sanctuary where the only voice you hear is the clear, calm voice of your higher self. This also means being radically discerning about who you speak to. Avoid arguments, avoid debates, avoid any conversation that drains your life force. You are a spiritual operative on a critical mission. You do not have the time or energy to waste on anything that lowers your vibration. Your energy is the most precious currency in the cosmos, and you must guard it fiercely. Finally, you must physically ground yourself into the ascending body of Gaia. The planet herself is your greatest ally in this process. She is a living conscious being who is undergoing her own ascension, and she is offering her stabilizing frequency to all who are willing to connect. You must put your bare feet on the earth, walk on the grass, the sand, or the soil. Sit with your back against a tree. This practice, known as earthing or grounding, is not a quaint spiritual idea. It is a profound act of energetic exchange. As you connect your skin to the planet, you are allowing the chaotic, unintegrated energies in your field to flow out of you and into the earth, where Gaia can compost them and transmute them. Simultaneously, you are drawing up the calm, stable, and powerful electromagnetic frequency of the new earth into your own body, which helps to soothe your nervous system, reduce inflammation, and harmonize your entire being. This physical connection is your lifeline. During moments of intense energetic downloads, when you feel dizzy, anxious, or overwhelmed by the symptoms of the light body flush, your first and most powerful action is to go outside and ground yourself. Your higher self is not in some distant heaven. It is a frequency that is harmonically resonant with the ascending earth. To connect with one is to connect with the other. This first mandate is your foundation. Without a stable vessel, the higher energies cannot anchor. Do not underestimate its importance. The second divine mandate for this sacred window is the mastery of sacred neutrality. As the old matrix crumbles, the external world will become increasingly chaotic. There will be shocking headlines, political drama, financial volatility, and social unrest. This is the designed death rattle, the final grand performance of the illusion, intended to pull you into its vortex of fear, anger, and division. Your initiation is to become the unwavering eye of the storm. Sacred neutrality is not apathy or cold detachment. It is the highest expression of compassion. It is the ability to observe the chaos without becoming energetically entangled in it. It is to hold a space of profound peace and love for all of humanity, for those who are lost in fear and for those who are perpetuating it, without taking on their energy or allowing their drama to become your reality. Think of yourself as a lighthouse. The storm rages, the waves crash violently, the winds howl, but the lighthouse remains unmoved. It does not fight the storm. It does not judge the storm. It simply stands in its unshakable truth and shines its light, providing a beacon for all ships that are lost in the darkness. This is your role now. When you see a story designed to trigger your outrage, you are to bless it and release it. Send love to all involved, but refuse to add your own powerful creative energy to the thought form of conflict. When you feel the pull of old family dramas or friendship dynamics, you are to observe the pattern with love, but refuse to step back into your old role in the play. This requires a new level of emotional maturity. It means taking 100% responsibility for your own energetic state. No one and nothing outside of you can make you feel fear or anger unless you consent to it. Your higher self is training you to withdraw that consent permanently. You are learning to hold your own frequency, your own sovereign space, regardless of the external circumstances. This is the definition of a spiritual master. This is the power that allows you to walk through the chaos untouched, to be in this world but not of it. During this 72-hour portal, practice this relentlessly. Be the observer, be the lighthouse. Your unshakable peace is not only your shield, it is your greatest service to the world. It is a powerful broadcast, a stable frequency that helps to calm the collective storm and offers a lifeline to others who are waking up. If you are committed to this path of mastery, to becoming the calm in the chaos and the light in the darkness, then I need you to anchor this intention. This is one of the most powerful choices you will make. Go to the comments and declare, "I am the eye of the storm." Feel the power in those words. Feel the peace and stability they represent. You are decreeing your mastery. The third divine mandate is the most active and creative of all. It is the practice of conscious timeline scripting. You are now standing in a quantum field of infinite possibility, amplified by the energies of this cosmic portal. The veil between your thoughts and your reality has never been thinner. You are being given a divine opportunity to consciously write the script for the next chapter of your life, the first chapter on your new timeline. This is not about wishful thinking or hoping for a better future. It is about decreeing your reality from the standpoint of the eternal now. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing. Chosen Ones Deck 12/12. Rare Moon Portal is 2025's last and biggest gateway. No second chances after this. Act now or regret forever. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait.